Good morning, everyone. I know I haven't made a video in quite a while. I don't know what it is. I've been running tournaments, commentating Warhol streams and stuff like that. So this video is pretty much my last, I don't know, hurrah or what you want to say about orcs. For those who don't know, I am moving on to a new army. Most likely Dread Elves, which is what I'm playing now. And the reason being is what was it? What is it? It's June, probably 8 months ago or so, I started orcs. The reason being was, they seemed fun. They were actually the first army I ever owned. But I just thought they were more powerful than what results said, and I said, okay, let's see what we can do with them. Let's really try to understand them, since it seemed like they were more powerful on paper than what they were showing. And so I said, let's play them. And I played roughly 55 games with them. I think I have 53 games I recorded. I think my final thoughts are just, they are a really fun army to play. I still really like them. They just don't feel like the army for me. And what I mean by that is I tried a lot of builds, and I had a couple that were, I'll say, unique, that worked pretty well. Kind of like that, the one I played, a couple months ago that had the Boar Lord, 2 units of 30 with nets. It's illegal now. The 20 skirmishers, 6 trolls, some black orcs, almost 2 idols, that kind of stuff, and no shooting. And that one felt pretty good. But I think that the best way to play orcs is the double master, triple war machines, a little bit more defensive, letting people come into you a bit in not every matchup, but a lot of the matchups. And for WTC, which my team was just eliminated in the semifinals, which we are fine with. God knows we don't want to play the Swiss. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. I took a very aggressive orc list, a Pock Boar Lord, Wyvern, 3 cowboys, 1 mage with 4 spells, big fanatic unit, boars, 2 spiders, that kind of crap. And it's one of those things, armies, where I was when I was doing my matrices, I was man, I don't want to play against a lot of shooting because I'll get shot down. So light arm shooting shoots down all my boars and stuff. Big shooting can kill my spiders. None of my cowboys except my lord can be remotely protected, besides hiding behind things, I guess. And when I did face combat armies, it felt like I was just worse in combat than they were. Dark Elves or Dread Elves, even Ogre. I did win games. I'm not sitting here crying about I got 0 every game, but it just didn't feel good. It didn't feel in control. It didn't feel like how orcs should be played. Honestly, it felt a little bit like Warriors, just worse. Because my monsters had bigger bases, my cowboys weren't as strong as a herald plus the chariot guy. Warriors just did that style better without it feeling weird. It didn't feel like I wasn't using some of the book. The only unique thing really I had going for me was the fanatics. Everything else was just a fighty monster of a different flavor or cowboy. And sure, orcs have some cool things with the Omen of Apocalypse and stuff, but they also come with their own problems of leadership and stuff like that, which Warriors don't really have as big of a problem for. So anyway, the point, I knew that when I took the list that it was really wacky, and I think that people like Durand, who's on my team for Who Let the Dogs Out, just have that's the kind of orcs that I think is just better, and that's their role, and there's nothing wrong with that. I actually really like those lists, and I really like orcs. I just am not. They haven't been for me lately. I feel like it hasn't been what I wanted to play. And if that's the style that's best, I just don't think I'm the one to play it right now. It just doesn't excite me. And I don't even think it's boring. It's not like Doors or something. It's just not. It just doesn't excite me. And to be fair, I've played enough orcs as of this point to be. I think I've not say earned it, but I've played enough to say, okay, I like playing orcs, but this is not what I want to play. This style. But I encourage everybody to keep playing orcs. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of variety out there between like Mazda's bows on wyverns. You know, there's trolls. There's more. There's a lot of big black orc units, iron orcs coming out there. I haven't forgot about orcs. I think another reason, to be fair, is in-person events or in-person things are opening up a bit more. And I don't actually own the orc army. I have like some things I've made, some spiders and stuff like that, so I've converted. But because I don't own like most of this army, it's like, well, like I can't really play it in person unless I borrow it, so it kind of loses some of its luster there. It was perfect for online because, you know, I can play whatever models I want. It's all there, and I think it's just run its course. So I've already moved to Dread Elves. I have like 9 games with them already. To be fair, I own a Dread Elf army. I played Dread Elves as 3 ETCs years ago. So they're probably a little bit on the strong side. They probably need some nerfs, but we'll see if they end up being something that I enjoy playing. If not, it could be Warriors again. But I just want to thank all the Orc and Goblin fans who stuck with me. Sorry if I didn't get to anything I said I was going to get to. A lot of things have come up, but not in a bad way. But I hopefully will make a couple more videos, whether around Dark Elves or Dread Elves, I guess we could call them, or just my experiences recently with different armies and playing and what my thoughts are. But yeah, not much else to say more about the orcs, at least. You know, catch me commentating Warhol games. Check out the Kickstarter. I'll probably have another video about that stuff since I've been running it. One thing I might try to do more of is, as the beta for Warhol gets like up and running, is when I play games on Warhol, just stream it. Since I already have the setup, since I do the show matches, I can just turn it on and play my Warhol game against whoever my opponent is, and I won't be commentating, quote unquote, because I'll be playing, but you can hear me talk and watch me like look at things and stuff like that. Seems like something people might like to just pop in and see once in a while, but I should probably start doing that. Anyway, obviously I have the Orkin book up. I have nothing to talk about it. Look at all my videos. Again, nothing has drastically changed with my opinion on orcs. I still think they're cool. I still think they're a good army, and they're very I think the variant with the 2 wizards and the 3 war machines and then just like blocks are can be very hard to run into and very defensive and can kind of take on anything. As I said, it's just not what I'm looking to play right now. So anyway, thanks for all my fans, and look out for other